see, how are we doing? Oh, it says it's streaming. Oh yeah,
Okay.
it did say the stream just went live, so that's a good sign.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Well, the restream link isn't working for me. That's okay, because I can just do commentary on the Twitch. It's just like a... Just notate how much the delay is. It's only 10 seconds, easy peasy. Alright. Yeah, I figured that. It's just gonna have issues. That's okay.
Oh, hey.
Unless, I don't know, is there a quick fix, guys, for the restream link? Like, I don't understand tech silliness. Like, she gave me the restream link, I just don't have. It's just not loading for some reason. It's okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to start whenever.
Alright, let's do it!
Gonna jump into Yavin 1B, and timing starts when, like, on first input, so... Alright, we're just gonna... doing a freezy thing? That's not good. Huh. The, like, OBS says we're streaming at, like... Wow, like 100, 150 bitrate. That's not very good. Is it like, yeah, lots of frame drops? Huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like 89% frames are dropped. Why is that?
The audio is fine, so it's something to do with the encoding of the video. So how's your like bitrate and resolution settings?
Yeah, let me check that real quick. Let me.
They're suggesting also to change servers.
Oh, in OBS or?
I think so, yeah.
Where
The
would
ingest servers.
I'm not sure where to do that.
Maybe.
I think we're doing better now. Maybe, possibly, maybe not. I like lowered the bitrate a bit. I don't know if that's gonna help. Oh, okay.
It's something the server, it's throwing the encoding. Huh. Yeah, we had a brief period there. It was working.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
It's looking better now that I lower the bitrate. Maybe I can like lower it even further.
What is it at right now for your bitrate?
I'm putting it at 1K now.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working better now. It's like green now, and it's like sitting at around 1K. So I think we should be good now. Just waiting for confirmation in chat.
All right. Yeah, it looks okay.
Oh,
I'm just getting like very brief blips of lag, but it seems really smooth now. So I think we're good.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like it's all good now.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be running Star Wars TM Jedi Knight TM Jedi Academy TM.
Yeah.
Which is really a cool game based on the Quake engine. And the commentary is gonna be handled mostly by Covert Muffin joining me, who is another runner of this game, who is really cool and ran this game at SGDQ last year. So yeah,
it was fun.
Take it away, I guess.
Alright, yeah, you can go ahead and start.
Alright, I'm just gonna jump in and get started.
Great.
Alright, here we go.
Jaden, hey! I'm stuck. Can you help?
Hold on, Rosh. I'm on my way.
Jaden.
Alright, so we are on Yavin 1B. And so in this sort of Jedi Knight Academy, we start with a lightsaber. Don't have any other weapons. And then in the next level, we'll be unlocking a list of primary force powers. That being said, though, in Quake 3 engine games, features a movement system known as strafe jumping. So what we're going to be doing is moving at a diagonal and then turning into that diagonal while we're jumping through the air. This gets us a good bit of speed. The other thing to consider for movement in Academy, which is why it becomes such a really complex speed game really fast, is we have to build speed and maintain it by using something known as elevation boosting. So while we're moving through the game, we want to jump from higher to lower ground. If we jump on elevation that is the same or from lower to higher ground, we actually lose a good bit of speed. So we constantly have to be descending while we're heading through levels. This makes routing and stuff really intense and really fun. But basically what you're seeing here is now that we have force jump, we can do all of these crazy things. Like Kai was able to skip an auto-scroller portion just by simply clipping out of bounds and going. And now getting past the saber droid here is going to be good. So basically, as we're progressing through the game, it's going to feature a really nice tier system of missions. Coming immediately up, we're going to be going into our first side mission, which is going to be Tier 1 Danger. And in there, we're going to be able to level up an advanced force power, as well as pick from a list of weapons. And these weapons can sometimes be useful, but they're not going to be too useful here on Danger. Yeah, so Jedi Outcast is the game right before Academy. And it's pretty drastically different. That's okay, though. But so in Danger, what we're seeing Kai do here is actually enter this cutscene. And we want to be in this cutscene because the sandworms actually aren't active. Also, we can carry one part at a time. So the goal is to be bringing these parts back to the ship in order to repair it. That being said, though, at the end of this cutscene, it's actually going to teleport us back to where we should be technically at the end of the cutscene. So it's a nice way of saving having to jump all the way back to the ship.
Just pour a coupling I need for the acceleration compensator.
Oh, gotta put the piece in the right place.
Yeah, it's so easy to accidentally. Oh man. Like I still do that whenever I run this game. I still accidentally come back to the ship and just like put the piece in the wrong place. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, that was a really good Danger, though.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, so really great aspect is that we get to choose our advanced force powers in this game. Unlike in Outcast, where it just has like a natural force progression for both primary and secondary force powers. But in Academy, we get to sort of build force powers to our liking. So specifically in here, what we're going to be doing is getting Heal 2 and Rage 2. This is sort of a really nice aspect for safety, because Heal 2 is going to allow us to heal while we're moving. So that stops us from having to lose time in order to
Where
heal.
are you going, Merc? Okay, there we go. Running
Jeez.
away. Hate when they do that. Oh, I missed the T detail. That's okay.
Oh, that's
Gonna
okay.
Mop up.
Yeah. So like in this one section where all these people are running around, Kai has to kill off a list of enemies in order to progress with the mission. And so after doing that, we can continue to move on. And so you saw Kai also pick up TDs at the beginning of this mission, which is going to be very useful in a couple spots. The reason is because TDs have a splash damage. However, they can be difficult to kill high health enemies, which are the humans. Then Rhodians and a few other aliens are going to be a lot lower health. So in these arenas where we have to kill off the list of enemies, it can be useful.
Pray for the Greedo Speedo now. Stay put.
Get it?
There we go. First try.
Yes! Nice! Wow, that's awesome. So that's a really cool trick. Wedging that Rodian into the elevator saves us an elevator ride up and having to get 2 switches. So it only saves like a few seconds. And getting it first try is really, really good.
It's like worth it even if you lose 10 seconds.
Yeah, for the swag. Oh man. Oh jeez, yeah.
Sadly, we will not be watching the Rosh cutscene.
No. RIP tier 1 inner. The best tier 1 level. I still
fast.
laugh at. Yeah. Oh man. Wait, what do we have a live split auto split for tier 1 inner? It's in the mission list. Anyway, so here on Surprise, we're gonna pick up debt packs for a little bit later in the level, and then upcoming here is gonna be an insane trick called Canyon Climb, where Kai is going to be working on finding these tiny little pixels in the wall in order to climb up really quickly.
Like missing the... Oh, did we outcast save? I think we outcast save. No, we're fine. Okay.
Oh man.
I got all the hard parts first try, and then the final little jump too hard.
Oh, the final jump is so deceiving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a scary place to save too, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So as you can see, the collision detection in this game is flawless.
Yeah. This was sort of the... So, they came out with Outcast, and they're like, oh, we want to make a game where we have more campaign stuff, and we fix all of the things in Outcast, like hitboxes and stuff, and then
Oh,
they
first
threw the
try
game
goes
together.
surprisey.
Wow, nice! That's really good. So normally that elevator takes a really long time to come down, and then a really long time to race back up. Oh my goodness, jumping on it midway saves a ton of time. That was really awesome.
This is like a really good run so far.
Yeah, this has been absolutely incredible. Keep it up. So the reasons why we've laid down all those dead packs is right at the end of this mission here, after we activate this droid coming up, we're going to spawn the final wave of enemies. However, because we know exactly where they spawn, after we hit that trigger for them to spawn, we just blow up the jet packs and then easy peasy, we just end the level.
And I didn't miss any. Nice.
Nice!
Alright, this level is scary. Probably the hardest tier 1 mission for me.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I tried to go for the fancy. Yeah, we're gonna do the slow, less fancy version.
Yeah, so this mission is very interesting. Like, the most advanced strats, like, have a bit of time save, actually. It's stapled onto them at the beginning. And then also doing really difficult E-boost chains can save you tiny bits of time. Nice! Great job! So as you saw there, because we only have force jump level 1, it doesn't allow us to jump for very long. So whenever we're able to get a really intense jump chain like that, without dropping an elevation boost, it's really impressive and really difficult to do.
Yeah, especially there you have to like slow down intentionally almost to like not overshoot things. Well, maybe not slow down, but like you need to compensate for not overshooting.
Yeah, exactly. And Rail's a really great level to just like see how insanely mechanistically difficult the tier 1 missions are. Because you think that beginnings of games are usually nice and they ease you into the mechanics. Nah, for this speedrun, the beginning is insanely complicated and insanely difficult.
Oh, we did a quick climb that ate my jump.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, so each of these small ledges, if you jump while standing next to them, you'll actually just raise your hitbox and be on top of them instead of jumping. So it basically devours all of your speed and, like, stops you from doing anything. It's weird. Awesome. That being said, though, yeah, we're going into our first set of story missions here, which are going to be Hoth 2 and Hoth 3. So at the end of each tier, we have these 2 story missions, and then we go into the next tier. That being said, though, as you can see, vehicles are pretty broken in this game as we're introduced to the
Super Saiyan!
Oh my god, the Super Saiyan! Yes! So getting this Tauntaun into this cave saves a couple of seconds, and it's just stupidly hard. It's great.
You are not supposed to get the tauntaun in there.
No, you're not. In fact, as you saw, it despawned at the end of the cave there. And so, now we have the second tauntaun, which we're going to glitch out. And when we run it off this cliff, we're not dismounting the tauntaun, it just knocks us off. This gives it a lower deceleration value for whatever reason. We have no idea why. But as you see Kai setting up here, and going up over this invisible wall, just because we can speed up over it really fast.
Well, second try. That's okay.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
of course
really
I jump off and die.
Oh no!
The failed strafe jumping.
Yeah, we get to show off awesome tricks more times.
Yay.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the tauntaun launch. All
yes.
right, let's not jump off this time.
Oh, I just saw that. Oh no.
That is always fun when that happens in this level.
Yeah. So what happened there is, like, while we're trying to strafe jump with this tauntaun, what ends up happening is if you change directions at a certain time, you'll end up just dismounting the tauntaun. So it's weird.
Yeah, because
weird.
the jump button both jumps and like gets off the tauntaun. It's really weird how they set that up. So you have to like do it in a specific way to not jump off.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, after this level, we're going to be moving into Tier 2, and that's where we're going to upgrade our list of primary force powers, which includes Force Jump, Force Pull, Force Speed, Force Sense, and Force Push. Most importantly, of course, it's going to be Force Jump, where it allows us to expend more force in order to jump for longer and jump for further. That's going to allow us to do even more crazy jump chains. But that being said, the next level is also going to be insane because we will be introduced to another vehicle, the swoop bike. Just like with the tauntaun, we can build lots of speed with that too.
I'm just gonna say that like I did tauntaun launch twice just for you, Meg. It was intentional. Oh yeah, the bowcaster, we're doing like Skyrim strats in this level.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, so for some reason, the stormtroopers have a one-hit kill in the knees as well as the head. So we joked that all of the vital organs for the stormtroopers were placed in the knees. Yeah, shoutouts to Skyrim strats. So coming up here is the Lorit 1, and we picked up Rage 2 in order to make this fight a little bit easier. The nice thing about Rage 2 is it stops you from going under 1 health, as you'll see in the next level, but also it's going to cause us to mitigate the parry value of our enemy's lightsaber, which basically means we can't get parried and we can kill her really fast.
That was really clean.
Nice!
And now it's time to spend 5 minutes in Trip.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Trip is going to be really crazy. This is really complicated, but basically the gist is by turning really fast gets us lots of speed. And then while we use the speed boost function, that's more speed. And then we use the side jaunt feature in order to store that speed. So basically, as the bike is hurtling up the cliffside, we're trying to get a specific setup and then activate Rage to have it knock us up the mountain.
Reload here.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So basically, after you commit to having the bike hurtle up the cliff, you're kind of stuck with that bike. So if we don't get enough speed from the bike, or it doesn't hit us just right, because the angle of the bike is off. Nice!
That's what I want to see.
That's awesome. That's really good. That's like as fast as I got at my PB, I think. So that is insane.
Yeah, Trip is a interesting level because like you can get splits from anywhere between like 30 seconds to 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the harder tricks in the speedrun to get consistent for sure.
Yeah. Some days it just doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. With that being said, we're gonna now also showcase off that beautiful Tier 2 Force Jump Level 2 as we're heading into our next mission.
Gonna hang out with our best friend, Wench.
Yeah. Aw, yeah. Power of friendship right there. So good. That being said, as we see Kai moving through this level, you're going to notice that Kai is holding a weapon other than the lightsaber. And this is for a very important reason, and that is force management. Because as I mentioned, force jump requires force. And so the longer that we're force jumping, the more force we're going to be using. So it becomes a really nice limiting factor for the speedrun. So when we're holding a weapon other than the lightsaber, we actually regenerate force.
Nice, first try.
Nice! Wow, that's a really difficult jump chain.
Yeah. I'm doing like, well, not super good on force, but it's okay. We'll manage.
Yeah, that's okay.
Also, switches in this game are impossible to hit.
Oh man, I don't know what it is like with switches in Star Wars games.
Yeah. Alright, we got the elevator skip, so that's cool.
Nice.
Well, it's not a skip, I guess, but
Yeah,
we skip half of the elevator.
It's a pretty tight timing too to make that. It's really good. But upcoming here is going to be another crazy elevator
Oh gosh.
skip.
Oh, so close. There we go.
Nice.
So hard when you don't get that first try and you have to reload because it's just so tight.
Yeah. Like
That
one
was
of
pretty
the.
good.
Oh wow, yeah, it's a tough one. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So tricky thing with that jump is it's a really tight timing. So if you quick save outside of that timing, or you kind of just mess up one of your jumps or jump too early, it's just gonna fail. So even though we joke a lot in the community that jump's like resident sleeper and really easy, it's actually one of the harder tricks for tier 2 for sure to do consistently well. But as we're continuing to move through this level, you can just sort of see how beautiful these elevation boosts are, especially in this game. And so making sure to have good turning and such is a really awesome skill cap in this game that really delineates a lot of the leaderboard as well. It's pretty incredible.
That jump gave me so much trouble when I was starting out, but it's pretty okay now.
Oh, I love that jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
feels
it's
really
so
good.
cool.
This is a very satisfying level to play.
Yeah, for sure.
And here comes the longest level in the speedrun.
So a way the developers try and halt us is by throwing up huge invisible walls. But as you see here, Kai's just able to pretty much work around them and get to the end of the level.
Oh gosh, that's not an E-boost. That's not
Oh,
an E-boost
no.
either.
Oh no!
This is super easy, I promise.
E-boost, come back!
Right, that should do it. Yeah, there we go.
Nice!
So this is one of those levels where, like, either I get it first try or it's like a plus 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's a really tricky jump.
And then we're just gonna kill these robots real quick.
Yeah, so there, Kai used something known as pull cancellation. So if we use force pull, it actually tapers the cooldown of a weapon to the action of force pull. So that basically means we can pack in 2 shots a little bit quicker than if we hadn't used force pull. And we'll be seeing that throughout the run.
Alright, let's go. Oh, just missed it.
Oh, yeah, it's a hard one.
There we go. Second try is okay.
Nice. Yeah, so that's really cool to show off just how difficult that jump can. Because if you bonk into the building, it makes the jump a lot harder. And then if you go too far out from the building, it makes the jump a lot harder. So it's a really, really cool, precise trick. There's Alcatraz skip.
Yeah, we got it, but then I missed the jump right after. That's super easy.
Oh no! Alcatraz skip there with that crouch climb is actually kind of silly. Because the crouch allows us to get a little bit higher, because it raises your hitbox a tiny bit.
I'm getting snookered. Okay,
Oh
fine.
no! Oh, the boss infinite. However, the elevator for Alcatraz skip is literally right next to it. Oh no. It's okay. We'll get our revenge on this boss shortly.
And get what's coming to him.
Yep. So this prison warden stole our lightsaber, but they didn't steal our force powers, as well as every single E11 blaster. So because they didn't do that, we're going to be able to kill this boss really easy. So using Force Sense gives us 100% accuracy with a weapon and no recoil. And then using Force Protect also stops us from getting knocked back. So we're able to just kill this insanely difficult boss in a casual playthrough, easy peasy.
Alright, let's hope Kyle is kind to us and gives us the boost we need.
Man.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for this a couple times, just because it's cool, but we're pretty much already losing time from it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna go normal.
Alright, yeah, that's a good plan. So that push there is really insane. And having Kyle, like, push you in the exact direction you need to make that trick happen is just, like, ridiculous. It's silly. But coming in here in Vijun 1, we are now in our second set of story missions, which is the end of Tier 2. And this mission is really intense. Upcoming here, we're going to see Kai go back outside. However, Kai's going to be going out of bounds with a lot of this. So major shout-outs to Sabu for sort of pioneering going out of bounds in this section. And a good amount of work from the community to find when we skip.
Alright, let's see. This is gonna be first try. Easy jump chain. Oh yeah, we got it. Well, like,
wow!
we got the first half. I'm not doing the second half because that's...
yeah! Yeah, the continuation is insanely hard.
Yeah.
Still, with that, like, getting that was really good. Being able to, like, figure out exactly where you need to jump on these ledges, the invisible ledge for the continuation is so insanely hard because they're just so thin. And getting that first try is really good.
I got a really good Vijun skip too, although I did miss the fast TIE Fighter kill. But that's pretty good.
That's okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh wait, I'm actually gonna reload so I can get the cool finish, because I really want to get that.
Yeah, so as you saw there, Kai was firing a weapon.
There we go.
Nice, while doing a jump. This is the Super Concussion Rifle. The alternate fire gives us a little bit of a pushback, and we'll be using this a lot starting in Tier 3 when we can select it as a weapon that we pick up at the beginning of the mission.
Time for saber strats.
Yes! Yeah, so Vijun 2 is kind of a nice break, where Vijun 1 is an absolutely mechanistic nightmare of insane difficult strats. And then here it's just saber strats, and then we are going to, unfortunately, skip saving Kyle, and so rip Kyle. Nah, who am I kidding? He'll be fine. I believe in him.
Sure.
Sure.
Bye, Kyle.
So the dialogue's really funny there. He says, "Quick, do something about the water or we're both gonna be fried," and then we just, like, leave him behind.
No, I think I'm gonna be fine, Kyle. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Poor
It's
Kyle.
so good. Poor Kyle.
Aw, we missed the glass door boost that I always miss for some reason, even though it's free.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so coming up next is going to be Vijun 3. And so Vijun 3 is a really interesting level because there are a good number of tricks, especially the opening here, where jumping up on this pillar is actually going to save a good bit of time. Even though it doesn't look very glamorous, it's actually going to be a really tricky jump.
Yeah, this little ledge that I'm jumping off from here is kind of weird because it loves to eat your jump inputs.
Yeah.
But we did it first try there, so that's fine.
Nice! That's awesome.
Let's see, can we get this? No, we didn't get that glass door boost either. I'm just
Yeah,
not
that one's
hitting
like-
the glass door.
That one is impossible. I never get that one either. It takes a
Yeah.
really specific setup. Anyways, coming through here, we're going to be approaching a section known as Robot Room. And so in Robot Room, it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to be using pull cancellation with the DEMP gun again. And because of this, we're going to be able to fire off 2 shots at each of these doors. And most of the waves only take 2 shots to be able to kill off. That being said, after we kill off a single wave, the next one spawns instantaneously. So we're able to actually kill off all of the robot waves before they are able to start moving.
That almost got out of hand, but we saved it.
Nice. Oh, the saber droids. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one glitched through it. Yeah, so moving targets have a probability of glitching through the DEMP AoE. It's kind of stupid, but that's about, like, only the
Oh,
only
this
RNG. in the
Reborn
game.
is just gonna dodge me for 5 years. There we go.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that Reborn is the true final boss
Yeah.
of this level, because now we are entering this cutscene for Rosh.
Really hard boss fight.
Oh,
There we
it was
go.
so
Good
hard.
fight. That was hard.
Good fight. Oh, good.
Oh, it's
That
time
being said,
for tier 3.
yeah, we're good. Yeah, tier 3. So in tier 3, we unlock force jump level 3, as well as the rest of our primary force powers get a level up. And so with force jump level 3, guess what? We can jump for higher and for longer once again. This is going to allow us to do an insane jump chains with this level, as you're seeing here.
I got Stuker trolled, so let's hope I don't get sliced now. Okay, we're fine, I think. Oh, I'm not. Let's see. Getting Leap of Faith is going to be really hard now with all these, because you usually want to skip the trigger that spawns. Oh yeah, I'm just going to do the safe strats.
Okay, yeah, that's smart. So we can do like one full contiguous chain here, but it's actually much easier to just break it up into 2 chains. And so with this, nice, we're able to set up some elevation boosts to get really far and really fast. So it's very interesting how we're actually able to utilize health as a resource on that level also, especially because using Force Protect blocks 80% of damage. So because of that, we're able to mitigate a ton of fall damage that would normally just kill us instantaneously.
Oh, it's okay, I have 2 sabers. I'm just not going to be using them. Well, I'm going to have them out for a while in this level to mitigate some RNG, but we don't actually use our lightsabers that much in this game.
Yeah. It's just nice because you take less damage from like force powers and stuff.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Come on. There we go. That's better. Can we?
Nice.
Aw, close.
Oh,
That should do it. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
nice.
That is a hard jump.
That is a really hard jump. That is a really hard jump.
Oh, getting lightninged.
Oh no.
Alright, we're just gonna walk up the stairs. There will be no jumping done here. There we go.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
That is like RNG room, because like sometimes you can just jump up and it's fine, but if they lightning you, that cancels your jump, and also sometimes they grip you or like push you or whatever, and it's just
Yup.
RNG hell.
Yeah, it's horrible. It is completely awful. And so like in a speedrun, that is absolutely one of the more tense sections for me. And especially if you're on a good pace, because you're like, are they gonna cancel my jump? Are they gonna cancel it? Where are they gonna cancel it? It's like, no.
And you can like play it more or less safe, because you can like jump up really fast, but that's super dangerous. So it's like, how fast do you want to go, like, or how much are you willing to risk?
Exactly.
And of course, it's like one of the later missions of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But here's this. This is an interesting level because it's one of the few like enclosed levels. So there isn't a lot we can do in terms of skipping huge portions of the mission. But there is going to be a really cool cycling thing we're going to do where we're going to catch TIE fighters on a specific pattern to be able to take them out really fast.
So we're gonna mind trick that rocket trooper to make sure we don't get blown up later.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing too, because if you have Mind Trick 2 or Mind Trick 3, that Mind Trick doesn't actually work. It only works on Mind Trick 1.
Yeah.
Which is silly. So leveling up Jedi powers is a bad idea, and leveling up Sith powers is always a good idea. Shout out to Force Lightning.
Yeah. Force Lightning strats coming soon, TM.
Yeah, no. Never. Oh.
Alright, so
good.
that could have been better, but that was decent TIE fighters. I like kinda messed up jumping up, so I missed the like fast cycle thing, but that was okay.
That's so good. Yeah, it's still really good. It's really impressive to see you improvise like that and take them out that fast. Nicely done.
Now we're just gonna blow up some stormtroopers, and then the level is done. And now for everyone's favorite Star Wars character.
Han Solo? No,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Boba Fett. Yeah, so on this level, it's actually a really nice level to move through, and really fun and relaxing. However, the end of the level, we're going to have to square off against Boba Fett. And Boba Fett is your friendly RNG neighborhood troll, where he likes to switch between one of 3 weapons. The first one, the E11 blaster, is the most likely, and that one's going to be fine. He'll just drop down from a perch that he spawns at for the fight instantaneously. If he has a rocket launcher, he can like float around in the air and shoot rockets at you, which is painful, but not and like run ending. And then the last one is the disruptor rifle, and that one can be really terrifying to go against.
Oh, I got flamethrowered.
Oh
like,
no!
Cornered and just totally grilled.
Oh no! Oh jeez!
It's fine.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is fine. Don't worry.
Just got a slight sunburn. It's nothing. Oh, that quick
Just a
time.
walk in the park. Yep. Got worse sunburns from forgetting sunscreen at the beach. Gonna have to step it up, Boba. Oh jeez.
Gotta do the mandatory marathon. That has never happened before comment.
Yeah, that's always fun when really chaotic things just happen. That being said, basically, so Boba has the disruptor. It's a sniper rifle, and he's actually going to stay in the perch that he spawns in. But it looks like he might have rockets, or we'll see what he has after.
Yeah, sometimes he switches at the last second too, just to keep you
Yeah.
guessing. Looks like E11 now, but we'll see
Okay.
if he swaps. I mean, it would be kind of fun if he did go disruptor just to show it off, but
Jeez, yeah.
let's see. Are you gonna come down here, Boba? Yeah. Okay.
All right, nice.
No, don't go up there again. Come down. Like just flying. Okay, there we go. Come on, don't play around. There we go.
Yeah, so Boba likes to constantly remind us about how cool he is, that he has a jetpack, and that we don't. Nice. Yeah, so coming up next is going to be Tasker 1, and so this is going to be one of the 4 final missions. So if you haven't yet, this is a great point to cut off the Rosh Bid War for Tasker 2, which is the next level. But here we're going to be jumping up vertically, and this is actually one of the longer levels casually. However, because we have Force Jump level 3, we can just the entire level.
Alright, hope for the RNG, don't troll me. Oh, nice, we got it.
Nice!
And yes, there is a bridge there.
Take it back. Jeez. Shoutouts to memes.
Oh, are you gonna push me around? No, okay. There are several bridges in that level, that's just one of them. Alright, this is kind of a... Okay. We're gonna do a slightly hard jump here, but not too bad. Okay, I missed... rather, I hit the trigger. I'm gonna get this, like, I don't care. There are, like, faster... Or, like, there are safer ways to do that that only loses, like, 1 second, but we gotta do the cool strats.
Nice. I have chat open now if someone wants to give the update for the bid war. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we're kind of on a timer now. When we entered this room, like, cycle thing started earlier up in the level, so we kind of want to keep good pace now, so we don't lose time there. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hard. Oh, I got it.
Alright,
maybe. Come on, boost. No.
Oh, get there!
Just
Oh, it's
missed
so
it.
hard.
Yeah.
That last boost is so hard.
Yeah, like the box thing was just so far ahead. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get this
yeah.
now. We'll see. I'll try.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to rage, I think. No, I don't have mana for rage. Or force. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna do this. Backup strats. Oh no, did I get stuck? No, we're fine. No! Come on!
Oh, good. Yeah, so as you're seeing here, Tasker 2 is just like an insanely hard level. It's like
Yeah.
really easy. If you just make one tiny misstep, you can just contiguously run into problems. But it looks like we're going to be killing Rosh.
Alright. Oh, come on, let me through. So, like, if you get that, like, the quick cycle, that part just looks really easy and just blow through it. But if you get slightly off, then you can get really trolled by the level over and over
Yeah.
again. Bye, Rosh. Alright, we're gonna snipe Allura real quick. Well, that wasn't very quick, but we got her.
Nice. Yes, so there we actually entered the cutscene, just like we did for Rosh on Vujun 3. And this actually only works with the dark side ending, so it's really nice that that we ended up killing
Yeah,
Rosh.
light side ending is way harder. Well, like, the last two levels that I'm in now get slightly easier because you, like, mitigate some RNG, but the
Yeah,
boss
exactly.
fight is really hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Allura 2 is no joke. It's definitely not advisable in the speedrun.
Let's hope I can hit the chains today.
Yeah, so here what Kai is doing is throwing
Nice.
the lightsaber through the floor and then deactivating the lightsaber. For some reason, the hilt actually deals damage to those chains there, and you're able to get down to destroy those pillars in order to open up the end of the level. And that skips a lot of force users and a lot of enemy RNG, and it's just, oh, it's so nice that we don't have to deal with any of that.
Alright, the last really hard jump of the game. Oh, and first try. Nice.
Nice!
So now we're just gonna do some final jumps before we reach the final boss. Time is gonna be coming up pretty fast. There are like 2 phases to the boss. First we fight Tavian and then Kyle. Well, I guess I'm in control of the timer, so who am I talking to?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so this is pretty insane, because Kyle, there's a lot of things Kyle can do to really mess with you.
Nice. There we go. Oh, did we? Okay, there we go. Timer is stopped.
Yeah, GG!
GG. That was pretty good run.
Yeah, that was really good.
The Tasper 2 was kind of messy, but like overall, I got some really hard things first try, so that felt good.
Yeah, you absolutely did, and your movement was really good. Also, going through the run, congratulations. That was a great performance.
Thank you. Also, we're gonna enter this cutscene because this is a really cool cutscene to enter. Because you get some really cool animations that you're not supposed to see.
Yeah.
Very good. We're also gonna, like, Kyle is really, really good at walking up ramps, so we're gonna see just how that is accomplished by a ramp walking master like Kyle. Also, they don't have very good peripheral vision because they don't realize that I'm standing next to them.
Yeah. We're gonna have to track Jaden down. I'm right here.
Come here, notice me.
Good. But yeah, really quick shout outs to the JK speedrunning community. We're all a really welcoming bunch, and we enjoy speedrunning this game and helping people enjoy it as well. So if you're thinking about speedrunning this game, Sachi, who's in the chat, has a really great beginner's tutorial that you should absolutely check out. I started running this game with absolutely no experience, speedrunning wise or with Quake 3 engine movement, and it turned out to be really, really fun. And the community is really nice and awesome.
There you go. That's how you walk up a ramp. And as you can see, Luke is slightly just blinking and staring.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Jedi Academy. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so we're just gonna cut here and make room for the next streamer. Which is Hex running? Let me check. Catherine. So make sure to tune in for that, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you Covered Muffing for doing the commentary.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Alright.